It was a cold and starry night in Cedarwood, a small town nestled in the mountains. Three friends, Mark, Sarah, and Tom, were determined to do something unforgettable in their last summer before college. So they decided to embark on a nighttime adventure to the mysterious Forest of Shadows. The idea had come to them after they obtained a map from an old hunter named Joseph. He was the only known survivor of the forest and had ventured into it in the past for hunting, returning from it mysteriously. The map was marked with the enigmatic phrase, "Where the eyes shine in the darkness." As they arrived at the forest's entrance, the daylight was fading. The sign warning of the dangers of the night seemed eerier under the moonlight. Ignoring the omens, they lit a fire and set up their tents. They began to drink something to ward off the approaching night's cold. While they laughed and talked around the campfire, the darkness of the surrounding forest seemed to shift, as if it were lurking around the group. When the firewood began to dwindle, Tom volunteered to go look for more. He headed into the darkness of the forest in search of firewood. Some time passed, and the friends began to grow worried. The sounds of the forest at night were strange and unsettling. Suddenly, a distressed scream tore through the night air, and Mark and Sarah jumped up, exchanging panicked glances. They ran in the direction of the scream, desperate to find Tom. Along the way, they found Tom's flashlight lying on the ground, its light flickering weakly. Their hearts raced with fear, and the feeling of being watched became overwhelming. At that moment, something sinister emerged from the darkness in front of them. An indescribable creature with bright, hungry eyes emerged from the bushes. Sarah let out a piercing scream, but before anyone could react, the creature grabbed her and pulled her into the dense forest, leaving only an echo of her agonizing scream. Mark, filled with terror, tried to run back toward the camp, but the creature appeared before him, blocking his path. He saw the creature's shining eyes, filled with unfathomable malevolence. Mark drew his flashlight, hoping that the light might protect him. For a brief moment, the creature seemed to retreat, but then it advanced with intense fury. Mark fought against his deepest fears, but the creature manipulated them, pushing him beyond the limits of sanity. When the creature finally captured him, he found himself in a terrifying scene where Sarah and Tom were present, but their souls seemed empty, as if their fears had been sucked away. Moreover, bones and human remains from other victims of the creature were scattered on the ground, silent witnesses to their tragic fate. Mark realized he was in the monster's lair, where it fed on the fear of its victims and slowly sucked the life out of them. He could do nothing to save his friends or himself. The monster dragged him into the endless abyss, where all fears became reality, and his life was slowly consumed by the creature that inhabited the Forest of Shadows. The town of Cedarwood remained silent, never knowing the tragic fate of the three friends who dared to defy the unknown, nor the fact that the old hunter Joseph was possessed by the creature, destined to lure new victims to feed the monster and perpetuate its dark cycle. If you enjoyed this horror story, share it with your friends and family so they can also experience the thrill and suspense. Leave your comments and suggestions below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more spine-chilling and thrilling tales. Thank you for joining us on this dark and mysterious journey.